Python really worth learning in 2026? With how fast AI is taking over the tech landscape, it's very valid question. As new AI tools are launching almost every week, white coding is trending and everywhere you see, especially on LinkedIn and social media, you see the questions like will AI replace developers? Do we even need to learn coding in AI era? And is Python too slow? Then why should I learn it? All of this is enough to make anyone confused and a little afraid of making the wrong choice when it comes to picking a programming language to master in 2026. So let me be very clear. Python is not dying in 2026. What's dying is learning Python without understanding why you're learning it. See, when it comes to technologies and programming languages, there is no one size fits all. Everything depends on why you want to learn it, your career goals, what you want to build with it, and what you expect from a technology. Speed, flexibility, scalability, accuracy, or robustness. Only then you can decide if it's the right choice for you. So in this video, we will break down where Python is actually being used today, what are the real salaries in the market, how AI first companies like Nvidia and OpenAI are shaping Python's future, and most importantly, how to approach Python strategically so it becomes your leverage. Now let's start by understanding Python first. At its core, Python is a high-level programming language designed to be readable, simple, flexible, and approachable. So whether you are a complete beginner or an experienced developer, Python makes it easy to experiment, build, and see results quickly. Now, Python isn't dominating at everything for sure, as JavaScript still rules the web and C or C++ handle the low level systems. But Python excels exactly where the modern growth is happening, like AI, machine learning, data engineering, automation, backend services, and cloud orchestration. Understanding this helps us see why Python provides the platform that powers innovation across industries. Also, you might have heard people saying Python is too slow or that it could be replaced easily. And yet, year after year, Python continues to grow. Why? Not because it's the fastest language, but because it enables you to get things done efficiently. Its ecosystem and libraries make complex tasks achievable, and its community ensures solutions are shared, improved, and are easily accessible. Now, what makes Python truly powerful is its simplicity and built in ecosystem. Its syntax reads close to plain English, meaning fewer rules to memorize and feels easier to learn. So, beginners can focus on ideas rather than the code complexity, while experienced developers can quickly prototype and implement complex solutions. Then, after this, there's the ecosystem. The built-in libraries like TensorFlow, PyTorch, Hugging Face, Scikit-learn, which lets you do advanced work without starting from scratch. And together, these two aspects make Python not just easy to learn, but incredibly effective for turning concepts into working projects. And this is why Python works so well for every idea of yours. No matter if you want to build an AI agent, experiment with the LLMs, RAG systems, or vector databases, or even automate workflows, analyze data, connect APIs, or deploy models. Python has something for everyone. And now, when we take a look at the modern tech stacks and architecture, they aren't tidy monoliths anymore. They are the collections and patchwork of APIs, cloud services, AI models, and databases. And someone has to connect all these pieces together and make them work together. And that's where Python fits perfectly in this because it integrates with almost everything very smoothly. It's the language that lets developers orchestrate systems, move data, connect models, and deliver fully functional solutions. And in 2026, the most valuable developers won't be just language experts. They will be the system architects, people who can architect perfect workflows. And that's why the most impactful developers today aren't just coding, they're designing workflows, building systems, combining multiple tools to solve complex problems. And Python gives them the flexibility to do that. The result, beginners and experienced developers can experiment and produce results alike and turns ideas into reality really fast. And that's the reason, maybe, the big players like Nvidia are now treating Python as a first class language for the GPU programming as well. And AI focused companies use it as the backbone for intelligent systems. Today, Python is no longer just a beginner language, it empowers you to build, experiment, and shift value in the modern tech landscape. Now, this brings us to the job market scenario, especially in the India. Now, many students assume that learning Python automatically leads to an AI job. Well, that's not how the market works. So basically, Python roles mainly fall into four major areas: backend development, data and analytics, automation, and a few competitive AI focused tools. So for the backend frameworks like Django and FastAPI are widely used in the startups and enterprises. For the data and analytics, roles rely on Python for processing, reporting, and automation. Meanwhile, DevOps and automation scripts often run on Python. Finally, AI positions, though fewer, offer really strong long term options. And because of this, Python salaries vary dramatically depending on how the language is being used and at what roles you are in. So now, according to the Indian salary data platforms like Glassdoor and AmbitionBox, for freshers, Python developer roles typically range from 4 to 7 LPA, while for the data analyst or backend positions, in strong startups reach up to 6 to 8 LPA. And now, with 1 or 3 years of experience, salaries usually fall between 8 to 12 LPA, sometimes even higher in the product companies. And for the senior developers and data engineers with 3 to 6 years of experience, they can earn up to 15 to 22 LPA. And for those with the 6 plus years in AI focused or cloud native teams, they can even go up to 25 to 30 LPA, especially with the ESOPs. Now, to understand this better, let's take two graduates, Arav and Neha. They both learned Python in the college and they're from the same college. When Arav treats Python as just another subject, learns syntax, writes small scripts, and applies them randomly and build a small project, he lands a support style Python role at 5 LPA and stays there for years. While Neha, on the other hand, learns Python with the purpose, building backend APIs, then integrating it with the full stack web apps, understanding databases and cloud basics. After that, automating workflows and later adds Python layering into data pipelines, AI tools in a stack to optimize it further. And with this, she later moved into a product based company at 14 LPA and soon jumps at 28 LPA within 3 years, plus ESOPs. So you see, same language, same college, but completely different strategy, which shaped entirely different career outcomes. Thus, Python rewards purpose, not randomness. Now let's understand how AI is impacting Python. So AI hasn't replaced Python developers, but it has surely raised the standards for them. I mean, the developers who combine Python with the AI tools today build faster, debug smarter, automate more, and deliver measurable impact. And companies reward that. In fact, developers who combine Python with AI tools often command 3 to 5 LPA higher salaries. AI didn't replace Python developers, but it has separated average ones from the really high impact ones. So now let's address our main question. Is Python still worth learning in 2026? The answer is absolute yes. But strategically, early on, if you are in the first or second year of your college, you should focus on the strong programming fundamentals, problem solving with DOC, understanding how the software works, and learn to think logically. Then in your third and fourth year, Python becomes powerful when layered on top of those fundamentals. Through real backend projects, data workflows, AI assisted applications, and internships where Python is used to solve real problems. Thus, Python's future isn't about replacing every language, it's about becoming the control layer of the modern technology. So, here's the final conclusion. Is Python really worth learning in 2026? Absolutely yes. If you pair it with a smart career strategy, not just to learn. Because honestly, just learning Python won't automatically provide you a job. But when combined with real world problem solving, backend or data skills, cloud awareness, AI fluency, and smart company choices, Python becomes one of the highest leverage skills you can invest in. Its simplicity, rich ecosystem of built-in libraries, and its ability to act as glue between tools make it most practical, experiment-friendly language today. Thus, Python isn't just surviving in 2026. It's going to still strategically, quietly, and consistently dominate even in the AI era. So if you found this video helpful, do like and subscribe. That was this for this video. See you in the next one.